Hello everyone, my name is John. It's the first time you've probably seen me on air, other than my hands. One thing me and Doc have been talking about is adding some lore, as I personally really like the lore of the 40k universe, so I thought might as well jump into it with lore on the Sanctifiers. Sanctifiers are part of the Ecclesiarchy, and this is the Holy Emperor's Church. But as the church got in a little bit of trouble after an event called the Age of the Apostate with the great man named Goj Vandire, the church got slapped with some restrictions where they're not allowed to have any standing armies of men. This is how they get around with it with the Sisters of Battle not being men. However, in times of crisis, the church calls on holy crusades. This allows any faithful citizen can take up arms to defend the church or assault great bastions of heresy, as the church would put it. This is what the Sanctifier group is. It's a group of citizens rallied together and given weapons, both material and of faith, to fight the enemies of the Emperor. The Confessor, it's a member of the church that gathers the rabble and bands them together and gets them to where they need to go for their mission. Along with the Cherub from the church, which those things are scary, and they're actually vat-grown servants, so they're never actually babies. There are a few others well-trained members of the group: the Drill Abbot, the Death Cult Assassin, and the Salvationist and very special Miraculist. The Drill Abbot is usually an ex-guard trained preacher, either someone that was a guardman, joined the church, or an ecclesiarch that was on campaign with the militia. So they've had some training, and they kind of help get everyone in line and told which way is the correct to end on the flamer. The Death Cult Assassins are secret members of an old order, some of which have existed before the Empire, of different assassins. But some, and more honestly most of them that are part of the church, are trained by the church to help remove radicals or malcontents from the church, or frankly, anyone the church deems needing to be removed quietly. The Salvationists are medics trained and equipped by the church to share the Emperor's mercy. They join the front line to help the faithful serve to take down the enemies. They are ordained to meet the Emperor's wrath, and, when need be, provide the Emperor's mercy to those too far injured to be saved. The most unique of the squad is the Miraculist, people that have been blessed from birth to be natural conduits of the Emperor's divine power. Some of these people are discovered early on and brought into the church to display their miracles to the masses, while others are blessed in the midst of battle. The Emperor endows their souls to blaze bright with wrath to burn away the unclean and the unworthy. As the human body can only usually contain the power of the Emperor for so long, they usually burn out fast, but they hold fast with their faith to be able to accomplish the Emperor's mission. Once the crusade is called, all faithful members of the church join up, do their duty, help take down the heretics, and once the fighting's over, either any that are left alive are able to go back to their lives and help usually rebuild in the name of the God Emperor. Remember, only the heretics burn the Emperor's light, and when applied with the Holy Prometheum. Everyone have fun out there.